Hey everybody, it's Jim with Triple J Bricks. Welcome back to another video. Today is part 8 of the Great Lego Migration, and we are getting very, very close to wrapping this up. We are doing more episodes than I expected, but we are getting a lot done, and we did a bunch in the last video, and we're going to do a bunch more today, but we're going to be definitely focusing on, for sure, SNOT bricks and tiles. These are all of my SNOT bricks and brackets, including all of the bags as well. So let's get started organizing. All right, so it is the next day, and I have come to a realization, and I will share that realization with you shortly. But first, I wanted to show you all of the tiles, all sorted. Now, the SNOT brackets that you just saw in the last clip, those are all sorted and are in drawers. And the realization that I had last night was that we are going to run out of drawer space. And so I have made some adjustments downstairs, and I have started to go through more of the Acro Mills units and pull things. And I've also come up with a plan for potentially the printed and sticker pieces. We still have 2 of these cases left, but I have plans for both of those cases. Still got to do that yet. And then we still have sort of like the bar elements here. And then everything is pretty much done over here. We just have all of the sort of really, really large pieces, but I'm saving those for the bottom drawer downstairs. But other than that, everything is pretty close to being sorted. So I've done jumper tiles, the ingots, and then all of the tiles. And so let's put these downstairs, and then I'll kind of show you what I am talking about. All right, we're downstairs, and we have all the bins for the tile. But before we do that, I want to show you kind of what I did last night. First thing I did, I cleaned out this drawer. Inside of this drawer was all of the vehicle parts. I have since taken those out. In fact, nope, not that drawer, this drawer. In fact, I think I'm going to end up pulling a lot of these vehicle parts out of this drawer and put them back into a bin to clear this, because we are running out of space, and this would definitely be one of those drawers that I'm not going to use very much of anything in here, or very little. I mean, it's all sorted now, so I can certainly bag all this up and put it into a bin. So what I did with those vehicle parts is they are now stored under here. So this just comes off. I have that all magnetized, and they are now in here. So these bins actually perfectly fit under here, which is awesome. So I'll be able to get those bins under there, and then that is also where the cases are going to go. So this is now all of the vehicle parts. So we have the windscreens and shields and stuff like that, large tires, all of the rims, large rims. We have the wing elements, and then those elements that we had, if you remember that from the last video, the vehicles that are kind of like put together already, propellers and things like that. And then these random sort of little bits that I only have a few of, and then tires. And then all the tires are pretty much separated out into their own bags. So this bin is more organized than it was when they were in the larger bin. I'm just going to be keeping it in here, and at least I know what's going to be on here, and I'll probably end up taking... I'm going to probably end up taking the label maker and putting each of the elements that are in this bin, so I know when I go under here and I forget, like, oh, are they in this bin or not? So I'll probably do all of that. So this is more organized than it was, but I cannot warrant. I thought I could, and I just really can't. I just can't warrant putting all of this stuff into bins that will go into the drawers, because I just don't think they're going to fit. Now, in the future, I might be able to do something like that. I mean, you know, like I was saying before, the reality is like I don't need to have all of this brick so cleanly separated. I could start to pile this stuff together, save some bin space, you know, take some of these parts out, put them in bags for backstock, all of that kind of stuff. So that I do have more options for room. Like we will be able to fit everything. It's just kind of a question of how and all that kind of stuff. So the other thing I did was, so here are all the arches. I combined a couple things up here as well, and now I'm kind of forgetting what I've combined. I kind of want to rampage. But anyway, this drawer, so we had one drawer that was going to be empty. That is now filled with the SNOT bricks, which I was going to do originally in this video, but things shifted a little bit. So we have the 1x4 bricks, 1x1 headlight and regular. These are SNOT brackets facing down, SNOT brackets facing up, because these were together in one single bin, and there's a big difference, and I would rather not have to sift through. Like, there's just these tiny, like, micro differences, right? But they look so similar next to each other. 1x2 brick, 1x1 SNOT with a stud on either side, and then these are all of the same side. These random brackets, these are 1x2 brackets, larger brackets. Those I kind of all threw into one. That's probably not the best. These are the opposites. Or no, these are brackets. These are like, well, I guess they're both brackets, but these are facing up. And these are the brackets down. I don't know if these are actually technically brackets, but those, the 1x2 high and 2x2 high are in the same one. These, and then these weird ones. So yeah, oh, and then back there is the 1x1 brackets. So yeah, there's a lot of variations with all of the SNOT bricks and brackets and stuff. So that is pretty much have its own drawer, and that's when I kind of tidied this one up a little bit. I think it was this drawer, yeah. So I got all the masonry brick down here, and I started stacking a little bit more things. So I started stacking these like clips, and I stacked the 1x2x5s, 1x1x5s into each other, and I'm stacking a little bit. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's better than it was before, and if I have to stack a couple things to save all the drawer space but still have all the parts in bins, then that's a win. So, and then I moved the cheese slopes down here. This drawer is kind of like a smattering of things, so this will probably get all changed. But as you can see, I'm going a little crazy here because it's getting near the end and we're trying to figure out how all the rest of this is going to go. But I will get these into this drawer and we'll see how it shakes out. All right, tiles. Here they are. 1x4s, 1x6s, 1x8s, 2x2 jumpers, 1x2 jumpers, and then a little bin that's stacked of like the other kind of jumpers. I only had a few of those. 2x2 colored tile, 2x2 grayscale, strange shaped tile, 2x3 ingots, inverted tiles, 2x4, 6, and then odd shaped, which is, I only have actually one of these, and then 1x2 grayscale and color. They have their own drawer, and I have pulled out the drawer like I said I was going to. This one, the only thing I have in here is transparent block, which I had in a couple of the Acromills drawers upstairs, so that's just sitting here for now, but that'll go somewhere else. So I'm gonna bring these upstairs, bag this up, put it into a bin, and that's gonna go right next to that one. All right, I have labeled the bin and bagged up all of those parts. These are the labels for the other bins downstairs. And I also decided to finish off one of the Acromills units. So that is completely empty now. And I decided to just do grills and cones and cylinders and a couple other random parts. So let's get them in the drawers. There they are, all labeled, both of them. So I'll know everything that's in there, and that'll be great. And then we put the cones, the cones and cylinders and grills and everything just went into this drawer. But again, this is what I change, get stuff shifted around. Some of this doesn't belong together really, so it's a work in progress, but we still have this drawer that is now empty because we moved all those parts, and then we still have this drawer empty. So I think what's gonna happen is the larger parts that are left in the big bin are gonna go in here, and then in here is gonna go Technic, and the rest of the Technic, like bricks and stuff, and whatever else I have left up there. And then I have plans for the last remaining storage containers. All right, everybody, that is gonna do it for this episode. They're starting to like run together. It's funny, the first couple that we did were like plates and bricks, and it was very clean and kind of simple, and we had a lot of drawer space, but then we're starting to get down to like the nitty gritty parts and all the different kinds of things and pieces, and it's starting to get a little haywire, but I'm trying to keep it under control and make sure that we know where everything is going, but also managing the space right now. Whereas before, we had all the drawers were open to us, and so we could just sort of, you know, do it however we wanted to. And now I'm kind of having to start to think more about space and all that kind of stuff, but I think I have a plan. So, but that'll do it for this episode. I will see you in the next one. Thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. This is been quite the exercise, but I think it's really great. Like, I really do. I really think it's great, and I'm very excited about just getting closer and getting almost everything down here. So, everybody, thank you again, and remember, until next time, keep on building. Jim out.